Good morning, everybody. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our morning edition of Deviant Daily, where we pull cards for contemplation and just to have a conversation with one another. We're working with Thera-Pets as well as getting into the Vortex cards. I always pull like one card before I start, and then I try to pull one live because I like to, it's hard to title things. It really is. It's a challenge. And so I like to use the card as the title in some form. Okay. Well, good morning. Good morning. Welcome. So let's just dive in. Hello. So the Therapet's card, life will always bend you, but trust me, you are too strong to break. Life will always bend you, but trust me, you are too strong to break. What does that say to you? How does that make you feel? What I can really appreciate about this is it's just the honesty here. It's like life is full of wonderful experiences, also full of challenges and frustrations, pain and hurt. We can't escape that. This is life. And so we have all of the wonderful things. We have those challenges, but we also have the solutions. We have the excitement. We have the adventures. We have the things that feel really good too. So it's like, life will always bend you. So life is always going to, maybe push us to our limits, or push us to discover more about who we really are, putting us in uncomfortable positions. But trust that we are too strong to break. We understand that when we recognize that, life is always going to provide a challenging situation here and there to sort of test us, to sort of, ask us, like, do you really like this in your life? Do you really want this in your life? Are you happy? Let me throw in a situation that's going to challenge that happiness, and you're going to feel maybe pain, you're going to feel maybe hurt, you're going to feel maybe some intense emotions. But in the long run, it will help you to discover more about what you're really working with and what you really want. Kind of reminds me of Mercury retrograde, right? So life will always bend you, but trust me, you are too strong to break. And always know, we always get through. We always find a way. We will always find a way. We will always get through these things. And it might not feel as great, knowing it in the moment as we experience the frustrating things, but at least we can trust that, I don't know how, but I know that I will get through this. So that's something. And let's see what the getting into the Vortex card is. My relationships will change when my vibration changes. Interesting. My relationships will change when my vibration changes. What does that say to you? How does that make you feel? So you are living in the time when fewer people will attempt the impossible task of pushing the unwanted far enough away, that they will be left with only that which is wanted. It is the time when more people will come to the realization that what they have been seeking is not a change in the behavior of others or in the world outside of them, over which they have no control, but instead an understanding of their own vibrational relationship with Source, over which they have complete control. So, what does that say to you? I really like how that blends them. My relationships will change when my vibration changes. Life will always bend you, right? So when we recognize, okay, I'm going through a challenging moment in my life, a very challenging moment, and we're not going to make light of it. We're not going to pretend that it's not really challenging, it's not really scary, whatever it is for us. We're not going to pretend. We're going to be very honest. But when I recognize that, I also have power in my life. I also have ownership of my participation in my life. And so when I recognize that, I realize that, okay, if I want change, I seek change, and I seek to be out of the situation that I'm in. And so my relationship to my vibration needs to shift. My relationship to my life right now needs to shift. And so I look at myself, and I look at my what I'm participating in, what I feel, and what I view, and how I believe, right? And I start to question, the way I think, and I start to put into into oh shit I start to become more aware of the thoughts that I'm thinking and what I'm giving emphasis to, and I'm starting to see how that is making manifest what I'm experiencing on some level, and how I'm also co-creating with the world around me. And so instead of trying to fix and trying to get other people to do certain things, it is time that I look at myself, my participation, and I start to change how I feel about my life. And I start to change what I think about my life. And I start to work at changing my beliefs and my thought patterns and all of that to help support me, to help bring success into my life. And I see as I do this, life is bending me but not breaking me. And I see that I can trust the solution is providing itself to me. And so I know that when I start to look at things from a different perspective, and I start to really recall and unearth my relationship to my world, my relationship to the things that I think and the things that I'm experiencing. When I start to really look at that from my point of view and my point of attraction, I start to eradicate the hold that other people and outside source has over me. And I start to embrace my ability to create the changes that I need for myself. And I start to see things in a clear space so I can actually take action. I start to uncover the core issues of what's going on in my life so I can start to, put into motion a plan of action that's going to help me work through these things, right? Does that make sense? And so, what does it say to you? How does that make you feel? What are your thoughts? Honestly, um, I think that's a good place to sort of end this morning, where life will always bend you, but trust you are too strong to break. And my relationships will change when my vibration changes. And so when I put myself in a position where I can reach to feeling better and better, whatever that means for whatever situation I'm in, I know that as I work to feel better, I will become better and I will do better and I will attract whatever better is for me. But it requires me to see myself in a different light, and it requires me to take action, and it requires me to pull back a little and go inward and start to do some work there. Okay, so know that life will bend us, but it will not break us. We will persevere. We will carry on. We will succeed. We may not see it right now, but we will. And trust me, I have the utmost faith in you. I know that you're capable of so much, and you can unfold that. You can make that happen. So keep working at it and keep trying, keep showing up for yourself because you deserve it. This is your life, right? So yeah, thank you so much for sharing this time with me this morning. Very brief time, but a good boost for our day. So if you enjoy this, please share this with a friend you think might enjoy it as well. You're more than welcome to click the links in the description to figure out or find out different ways, various ways to show your support for this series of videos. If you want to request, different content for me to do videos on, please just let me know. Message me, reach out to me. And let me know what you'd like me to do videos on. I'm happy to help where I can. Okay, I'm happy to help. If it's something I can do, I will do. So again, thank you, and I will talk to you later this afternoon.